Hello, good afternoon. Two mothers affected by the Shropshire maternity scandal are calling for so-called Ockenden Alerts to be made widely available to protect women like them from repeated trauma. Kaylee Griffiths and Charlotte Cheshire have had alerts placed on their medical notes to reduce the number of times they have to retell their stories at medical appointments. Our health correspondent Joanne Riddle has more.
When Kaylee Griffiths lost her baby Pippa in 2016 through maternity failings in Shropshire, she had no idea how many times she'd have to tell staff what happened at future medical appointments. Now she's worked to get a so-called Ockenden Alert on her notes, an idea which came out of meetings with other families. Named after Donna Ockenden, the senior midwife who led the review into the scandal, which found that more than 200 babies and 9 mothers could have survived with better care.
It might just mean that they take a bit extra time to read our notes, to understand what our history is, so that we don't have to keep going over that same story at every single appointment, because, you know, it is re-traumatising.
Kaylee's seen here outside Pippa's inquest, then pregnant with her now 8-year-old son. When she gave birth to him, he was temporarily taken to neonatal care, but she wasn't told this before being taken to see him.
It was just so traumatising to see him like that. You know, they did have to give him antibiotics at that point, but, you know, luckily he was okay. But it was just one thing after another that, you know, having that alert on our records would probably have stopped all of that, because people would have known at each stage of our care that we'd been through so much already.
This is Charlotte Cheshire and her son Adam, filmed in May during his visit home to Newport. Now 14, he lives in residential care with 24-hour support. Charlotte takes him to regular medical appointments for multiple disabilities. Like Kaylee, Charlotte says finally having an alert on her notes helps.
This is a harm that stays with me and Adam for the rest of our lives. So it matters that they know, oh, this is one of those families that carries a very complex level of trauma and have no option but to trust another clinician with our medical care, despite everything that we've already been through.
Kaylee's pushing for other improvements too, including reviewing how doctors in training learn about baby loss. And she wants the medical notes alert to be offered to others.
The hope that with with us rolling something like this out is that perhaps it could be used far more wider, so nationally. You know, we know there's a problem in maternity, so other people could, you know, have something similar to this alert on their records.
Shrewsbury and Telford Hospital Trust said the alert's available to any family member affected by the independent review of maternity services led by Donna Ockenden. We hope in due course to roll out the alert to other areas of care across our organisation and beyond. The Trust said it was grateful to families for suggesting and helping develop the alert. Joanne Riddle, BBC Midlands Today, Shropshire.
Next this lunchtime, 5 people